rice is much more hardy and tolerant of heavy rainfall than the millet is. I have not had to charge this yet, and I think I put it out in March. We can hop into real time, keep an eye on things. Three weeks after planting, and boy, do we have us a duck swamp. We have got a lot of rice coming in here. Last time I was in here, it looked really thin. 3 weeks later, it's really flushed out. This real hyper green area is actually millet in a spot where I'd missed with the rice. I actually brought in 15 pounds of pre-soaked rice to come in here and touch up a few areas I noticed I had missed on the other side. We just got 4 inches of rain in here. I could tell the water level came up and it's receded right back off, which tells me our water control structure should be mostly clear. Water's holding a little bit in here, so I'm gonna go double check it, make sure it's clear. We're gonna go in here and identify a few areas we missed that are thin, hit it with a little bit of pre-soaked rice. Doing another cool thing today, and I'll be setting up my voopeak TC32 camera here. That way I can keep tabs on that beaver dam breach. I don't have to come out here and constantly check it. So this video is sponsored by voopeak, setting up the TC32 cell cam here. Gonna be able to watch that breach in the beaver dam, as well as keep tabs on the growth of the rice in here to make sure that water level is staying off. A couple folks have asked about the voopeak cameras, and no games, no gimmicks. I ran the voopeak cell cams all through turkey season. The biggest question folks had was about pricing. I've been paying about $20 a month, and that gives me enough data to hop in there and live view it and get plenty of videos of what you would need for about 30 days. As we make our way to the dam here, you can see just all this rice coming up. We got really good coverage in this corner over here, and I wanted to show you this right here too. This is some millet that got seeded, and you can tell from the heavy rainstorm, the millet all got matted down really heavy, whereas the rice didn't. That's what I was trying to explain to people. Rice is much more hardy and tolerant of heavy rainfall than the millet is. Once the millet matures and gets up, it's much better. But in its infancy, millet is just not very hardy. Rice is a must when you have a high flow environment. Another great example, this millet is all matted down in this high flow area here. And in between all the millet is, well, rice that's not matted down. For whatever reason, that rice is just much more sturdy than the millet in these high flow areas. Very pleased with this. Not a single bit of beaver activity in here. You can tell the water level came up, drained it right back down. Beaver has not got in the fence. Still got a couple more inches to drain out, just taking some time. We got a creek that comes in here. So what I'm going to do now is take this TC32 voopeak camera, set it up and screw it to that stump right there above the high water mark, so I can both watch this fence and I can pan it around, keep eyes on the swamp. Somebody was asking, will it grow on stumps? And the answer is yes. Both rice and millet growing on this stump right here that's covered in organics. Anywhere that seed lands, if there's moisture, it's gonna grow. It's a nice flat surface here. It seems strong enough. We're gonna hope a coon doesn't climb up that. What I'm gonna do is screw that camera right here. It's gonna face the swamp, but because you can remotely turn it, I'll be able to turn it over here, check my beaver dam breach, turn it back around and check my swamp. This camera comes with a bracket. You just come in here and screw it right to your mounting surface. Get it nice and level. You just face it in the center point of the camera. Take the camera, it just slides down on here. Make sure it clips in. There's a clip on top that keeps it from coming off. We clip it in. So you can see it's now facing out into the swamp, but we can also turn that head remotely from the mobile device and watch that beaver dam breach. I'm actually going to have that facing south, so that way the camera can go wherever you want to go as long as your solar panel is facing south or there's adequate sunlight. Here, just screw this adjustable ball joint on, tighten it up. There we have it. Next, we flip the little rubber gasket here off, come up here and plug it in. I'm going to flip the camera on, so we'll switch right there, flip the camera on. Give it a minute to boot up, then we'll check it from our cell phone. Plenty of cord on this thing. If you had to run the panel remotely further away, I think it's up to 6 feet. I think it's a 6-foot cord here. Face that guy south, gonna have a lot of sun exposure. It'll keep this battery fully charged. Out of the box, you initially charge the battery, then when you come out here and use the solar panel, it'll stay charged. I have not had to charge this yet, and I think I put it out in March. scouting for turkeys, and I have not had to charge it yet. Solar panel will keep it charged once it's been charged fully. And the other thing I can do as a bonus, it's a little late now, is I can actually spin it all the way around remotely from the phone and actually get a shot of this wood duck box too. So if I was monitoring wood duck activity, I could triple it up here. I could watch the wood duck box, I could watch the swamp levels and the growth of the rice and the millet in here, and I can pan it all the way around, and I can keep tabs on our beaver dam breach right here. So for 20 bucks a month, you can monitor your entire swamp operation out here with this voopeak TC32. You can see it's tilted down, so we need to tilt it up a little bit here. You can control that all through the mobile app, which is really nice. And then we will pan around over to the water level control structure. And oh yeah, we've got a great view here of it. Really clear view of the water control structure. We can see the whole swamp. Even got a zoom function, and we can zoom in a little bit tighter and see exactly what's going on here. For only 20 bucks a month, this feature is really nice to be able to watch this swamp in its entirety from the comfort of your house, especially if your property or lease are hours away. You can hop into real time, keep an eye on things. And a fourth bonus of that camera is keeping track of these deer that are in here. Deer love this drawn down swamp in here. Food, green growth pops up in here. There will definitely be bucks in this swamp. I did pre-soak this rice for 24 hours. You may say, well, hold on, I thought you didn't pre-soak it. I am into July now, and I want to speed up germination as much as possible. So pre-soaking it for at least 24 hours definitely speeds it up. I can actually already see the white tip starting to pop. So this is going to germinate today in this 100-degree weather. What I'm trying to do now is water seed all the standing water in here where I think we may have poor germination. 15, 20 pounds or so should be perfect to walk through here and hit these deeper spots that I didn't get when I was out here seeding because the water level was too deep. Ad nauseum, I tell people it's that easy. Did a project for some guys this past weekend. They said, that's it. You just take the rice and throw it into the water. I said, yes, sir, that's it. Well, the rice sinks to the bottom. That water will start to evaporate, come back off. Rice will come right back up. I can tell you, I'm feeling really grateful. This past weekend, I was helping some guys with a project in Hertford County. 42-inch moccasin. I'll drop it in right here. They had just killed it the days before. 42-inch moccasin right beside their water control structure. Couldn't believe it. Then I saw a 350, maybe 400-pound bear dead on the road, not a mile from there. Feeling very thankful where we are that we don't have 42-inch moccasins and 400-pound black bears in here. Don't have alligators. People ask all the time, do you have alligators? No. Do you have moccasins? We're not supposed to. We're in central NC. I'm seeding it into shallow standing water. Some areas are deeper. If we get into a drought, then those areas will probably grow too. But we're only 2 or 3 inches deep here. You can see the rice sitting down there. We'll drop that water off in a day or two. That rice should come right up. You can see some from the first planting, but I think this area was just a little too deep when we planted initially. So now the water level's down, we should be in business. Down to the last of it here, you can see this dam is pond 3 feet low with a foot of water still in it. That's why I couldn't seed initially. It was just too deep to get over here. That's where your drone comes in. If you haven't been watching all the drone content, we hired a guy to come in with a T50 DJI drone and seed a 20-acre beaver impoundment for Carolyn All Out, and it went fantastic. We put out 600 pounds of rice. The actual spreading time was under an hour. We ripped through that. It's a lot quicker than coming out here doing it by hand, that's for sure, when you're talking 7, 8, 10 acres of planted area. That's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys joining me. Huge thanks to voopeak for sponsoring this video. I am really loving that TC32. They also sent me a TC26 to try. I'll be putting that on a deer food plot here just shortly, so be looking for that video if these camera videos interest you. So again, thanks voopeak. The cameras are working great so far, 4 or 5 months into it, and the live stream feature and the ability to turn that head and look at multiple different views, absolutely my 2 favorite features on there. But until that next video, as always, really appreciate you guys watching. God bless. Take care.